Alright, I just replaced the anode rod in this water heater after it's been in use for about a year. Today I'm going to go ahead and flush this hot water heater tank all the way down. Attached to the hot water heater I have a Y valve from the garden. One end just has a black hose that wraps around here into this bucket, which has some filtering in there. I'm going to let the hot water tank drain and then pull out the filter and see what sort of sediment we collected. On the other side of the hot water heater, output Y is a Schrader valve in case the sediment in the bottom of the tank backs up and jams the drain. I'll be able to use my air compressor, blow some air in there, jiggle the sediment around, see if it'll continue to come out. So let's go ahead and open this guy up and see what happens. In this particular model, you just got to use a screwdriver. It's usually a quarter to a half a turn. And then I'm going to go and open up the bleed valve on the top of the tank to release the vacuum. Oops. There we are. And yep, it's starting to come out. So we're going to let this run, see what sort of sediment we catch. We'll be back in a minute. Just for fun here, I'm going to put a few bursts of air bubbles in there. I can hear it gurgling up in the tank. Oh yeah, the sediment is starting to turn colors here a little bit. We're going to let it keep running. I've bumped it a few more times. I actually turned off the other side of the Y to make the water coming out stop so that all the air went back up into the tank. And then turn the drain back on. He's definitely got some particulates coming through. Is it helping? Is it hurting? Not sure. But we're going to let it drain anyways. In a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and open up the cold water side of the tank and allow some cold water to trickle in. That'll help stir up some of the sediment and flush it out as well. In case you're wondering, the inlet and outlet water supply has been turned off, as has the breaker to the unit, because I just got done changing the anode rod, and so all those things were still off. I'm going to let this go ahead and drain the tank completely, because I'm not sure if by injecting air into the tank it causes sediment to stir and float up into the higher portions of the water column. I don't want to have any of the particulates and the sediment jam up my faucet screens and shower heads elsewhere in the house. I'm going to let this go ahead and drain completely, and then I'll open up the incoming cold water supply, let it run a few gallons of water through there, and then fill the tank back up. Looks like I can see some really fine particulate matter collecting in the bottom of the bucket here. I'm also seeing a lot of it that's so small it's going right through my cheesecloth screen and going right down the drain. So we are definitely clearing a lot of sediment out of the bottom of the tank, which is good. Alright, well, the tank has drained completely. I've let a few gallons of fresh cold water run into the tank, and I'm letting that drain out completely once more. I'll then close the drain to the clean out port. We'll refill the tank completely and then turn back on the breaker, allow it to heat back up, and we should be good to go. If you got any thoughts, comments, or questions, please drop them down below the video into the comment section. Curious if you've had any success or even a need to use injected air as you're cleaning out and flushing your hot water tank, or is it completely unnecessary? Thanks for watching.